All right, everybody. Welcome to our our weekly webinar for the Nexus ecosystem. We appreciate you being here today. We have today with us Peter Gantner, and we are going to do a review of the Muon network so you can understand all about the Muon network and their technology and what they bring to the table and how it affects the strength of your TruBadger tokens that you're holding. So with that, Peter.
Hello.
Peter.
Hey, everybody.
Cool.
Let's see. Are we getting feedback between Twitter Spaces and YouTube at all?
You sound good to me.
All right. I'm going to turn on my camera here.
Okay. Just so you all know, we are playing around with something. We are currently live on Twitter Spaces as well
Twitter,
as Clubhouse.
hey, YouTube. Hey, Zoom. So we got Zoom, YouTube. We got Twitter
Clubhouse.
Spaces going. We got Clubhouse going. We are knocking it out of the park, getting this message out there to everyone on what we're doing. So today we're gonna have quite a few updates actually.
Next week we'll be on in Times Square, right, Peter? On the big as well. I mean, not just okay.
Not quite yet. Not quite yet. We're working our way there, but we are definitely definitely doing it. So they told me today we were going to be on Twitter Spaces. So I was like, oh, I don't even need to take a shower, but I did take a shower. I did actually just happen to get in here and get things going. So we're going to jump off here and not jump off, but we're going to get things going here with it. So I think my phone just locked up there. It doesn't stay open. Hopefully you guys can still hear me on Twitter Spaces if it locks up, because I have it set on, to go to security lock there. If you guys lose me here in a few minutes, just somebody here on YouTube, let me know. So today we're going to cover a couple of things, guys. We're getting ready to enter into a couple of very exciting partnerships. Of course, we've talked a little bit about Muon with what we're doing with them. But before we do that, do we have Dawn with us on here on the Zoom or the YouTube, or is she with us on? She's asking where the Zoom is. So if we can get that to Dawn. Okay. We are going to go through, guys, real quick. The app within the safes is available for you to stake your safest tokens directly from your safe. Okay, so that is available. It's pretty easy to find. But Dawn's going to come on here in a minute. We've been testing that and getting that going. So you can now have safest tokens in your safe, and you can stake those into the system and get your rewards. So that was something that was very cool moving forward. We are going to begin to here in the next, I think I said about a week or two ago, within 2 weeks, the voting stuff with our software, just cleaning up a few very small details. And then we're going to start having the voting part of it. So it'll go through a period of about 4 to 6 weeks. We'll do it with a small group of people to test the system, and then we'll roll that out from there. You guys will know that we are a DAO, a community-driven project, and it's been a little tough without voting mechanism. And that's why a lot of projects out there say we're community-driven. And then I go look and I say, where, how? There's no place to vote. There's no place for people to get involved. It's been very hard to do because we had to build the software and technology for ourselves to make that happen. And it has not been a small feat. It's actually been a giant leap for that. And a lot of engagement with DAOs is not happening right now because of the fact of either having to give your vote away to somebody else for them to do it. So setting up where you pledge your tokens and then they vote it for you, or offline online systems. So decentralized and centralized systems where you're voting on a centralized exchange, on a centralized server, and then it's moved over into a decentralized fashion. We have built a completely decentralized voting mechanism that is going to be used, I believe, throughout a lot of projects in the crypto space. Because one of the things that we were able to do is, one of the reasons why people don't vote is if you're voting on chain in the normal system, you're going to have to pay to vote, right? It's a network situation. You're utilizing the network, in order to document and make things happen. Can someone confirm that I am still on Twitter Spaces, because my phone has gone black screen on there, and I just want to make sure that it's still hearing and that type of thing, because again, it's the security side of things. So if somebody could just let me know if you're on Twitter Spaces there in the chat, that yes, you can hear me good, and we are blasting this thing out on Twitter as well as here on YouTube, and as well as on the Zoom itself and Clubhouse. There you go. Jan's the Clubhouse guy. Okay, yes, Steve says yes. All right, perfect, thank you. All right, so here's the key, guys, is that we have built a way for people to be able to engage in voting without having the cost, while it is still fully decentralized in making it happen. It is huge. You know, I think one of the, and I want to hit on this real quick. You look at the projects that we're working on. So TruBadger, Catapult, Safu Fight, Insights, and CNP. And I work on them all the time, right? Every day, 7 days a week, we're working on these projects. But it takes time to develop and build out the technology that we're doing, because it's not run-of-the-mill technology. And you guys are going to see this when we jump into and we start discussing a little bit about what Muon is and our partnership there that we've put together, that we're working on cutting edge technology that is not just, there's a couple things in the space, and I think I've mentioned this 1 or 2 times before. There are people who sit down, they hire someone to write a smart contract. They actually clone the smart contract. It's pretty basic. They put a token out there. They're going to maybe do some charity stuff, or they're going to do this, or going to do that. But they're not really building technology behind it. It's a smart contract. It is on chain. It is, it could be decentralized. It could not be. But it's utilizing blockchain technology, or the chain, whether it's Binance Smart Chain or Phantom, to be on chain. But there's nothing special about it except for maybe the team and the community. And, so there's not a lot of real in-depth technology behind it. The stuff that we're working on is cutting edge technology. It is technology that will lead the way in the space, and that's our partnership with Muon. So did Dawn join us finally? Is she here? Did she make it? Yay, come on, Dawn, where are you?
She's here.
Hello.
Hey, Dawn, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you guys?
Excellent. So we told Dawn we were only going to go on Twitter Spaces. Then we realized, hey, no, we really need to go on YouTube, because we want to go through Muon's site as well. You guys on Twitter will not be able to see the site, but we'll get you the address and stuff, and then you can go visit it. And we'll talk a little bit about the technology that they're doing, and things that they're the groundbreaking technology that Muon is doing, and how we've partnered with them. So I will say, guys, that TruBadger as well as the Crypto Gods both hold Muon tokens. So that's very important for you guys to know, that we have acquired some tokens for TruBadger and as well for Muon. So if you're a TruBadger token holder, that's good. If you're a Crypto Gods holder, it's good, right? So that's the extent there that we can jump into there. Next week, we will be showing another partnership that we've put together, where we're doing consulting work for, but also helping them bring projects to them, and we're gonna develop them with it. And that is another gigantic partnership where we're helping them with an ICO, which is an initial coin offering. We're helping them with basically a whole bunch of different stuff. Their smart contracts, their token generation event, all of that stuff is being handled by TruBadger and Crypto Gods and the team that is the core team of the projects. And we're having a lot of fun doing it, and we're just some great stuff coming out of it. So Dawn, real quick, I already mentioned the safe, but why don't you real quick go over what you'd like to say to them on staking Safu-fied tokens directly from the safe? That would be great.
Sure, absolutely. So I am going to put together, guys, a walkthrough video for you. Obviously, we're not going to be able to see it on Twitter, but we will share the link of that YouTube, so anybody can go and watch that later. And it's really, really simple. So if you have a safe already and you're familiar with connecting your wallet to it and getting into your safe, you're just going to go to apps, just like you would use one of the apps to deposit any of your tokens. that are there in the safe. You will go to an app. It's very clearly marked. It says safest staking app. And you literally click on it. It's so easy. Peter went through it probably yesterday in 5 minutes. And that's not going through the staking app. That is creating a safe and then staking those tokens. So 5-minute process. But you're going to approve it just like you would approving any other of our websites with your wallet. That gives it permission to interact with your wallet and do what it needs to do there. So you'll approve it first, you will get a success message, and then you are ready to stake whatever tokens are in your safe or in your wallet. You'll move them to your safe, and then you can stake them within the safe. It's really phenomenal. I don't know of any other safes that are doing that. So we're very, very excited to bring that. But check it out, try it. Of course, if you have any issues, the Zoomers are readily available. They will help you through the process, but it is super simple and won't take long at all to get it started.
Okay, awesome. And great that you mentioned, Dawn, the Zoom rooms. Guys, we're going to be changing up the hours a little bit. It'll be Monday through Friday that will be open. We will not be open temporarily on the weekends until we're ready to launch another project. And then we'll be open on the weekends there in order to do that. So just a little slow traffic on the weekends. So no need to have people waiting there to help people that don't need it right now. So we are moving towards just the 5 days a week. The hours are posted. You guys can get that from there. So we are extremely excited about SAFU-fied. Guys, I have to tell you, if you're using SAFU-fied, there are still people that are clicking on bad links, getting tricked on Telegram, and they are getting scams, stuff stolen from them. Guys, you've got to put your stuff in the safe. It is safe. The safe is safe. And if somebody does end up hacking your wallet, they can't get to your stuff in your safe because they would need to get to 2 different devices. Even if you gave up your seed words to the account, they are not able to get in there and take those assets away. All right. And so it's very important that if you have NSI tokens, SAFU-fied tokens, TruBadger tokens, go to app.safufied. Let's post the link, guys, in here for the safes so you guys can get yourself set up and protect your assets that are in there. Now, you can put all the other tokens in there if they do have, yes, app.safufied.io. Make sure to check the address, triple check, double check, quadruple check the address to make sure that nobody stuck a little I or a dash in there that's not supposed to be in there. But get your stuff protected. Now, if you have another token, let's say you have a token, what you need to do on that token is we have NSI, SAFU-fied, TruBadger, and SpyWolf. Those are 4 tokens that you can do without paying any transfer tax on, moving them into the safe that have taxes on them. However, there are a lot of tokens out there that do not have taxes. So BNB does not have a transfer tax on it. So you can put your BNB in there. You can put your BUSD in there and you can protect it. So let's say you had some BNB sitting there that you're going to put into another project, and that project is a week or 2 weeks away. Move it into the safe, let it sit there. It's still readily available on chain for you to have access to, but the scam artists are not going to be able to get in there and move that out without your permission. All right, so we covered the safe stuff. So we're going to jump into Muon. Let's see, real quick, insights, guys. It is out there. It is beginning to move in the direction of being able to start trading. You know, you need to learn some stuff. There's free classes that they're doing for you to learn how to use Insights, DeFi Trader. So CNP is up. So right now, all 5 of our projects are technologically working. TruBadger, consulting firm, incubator, accelerator, token project, Catapult. We've all used that before, right? We just did our crypto gods on there. SAFU-fied, the safes are working. They're phenomenal. Getting ready to have the decentralized autonomous organization voting stuff ready to go. NSI is functioning and working. And of course, we're minting on CNP. Marketplace to come. Also another project that we're working on for CNP. Now, we just got off the phone with another project that we're going to be doing. And I will tell you this, guys, and when you hear this, I want you to hear it very clearly. The project that we are going to, right now, the content is in the hands of one of probably the biggest marketers when it comes to content, when it comes to, and we're going to give you the name here in the next few weeks as when we have the project on, probably in about 2 or 3 weeks. But one of the best-selling authors in the world, has sold gazillions of books. They will be taking that series and they will be helping market it and move it for what it does, okay? Tens of millions of people in social media that they have access to, but also helping us tweak the funnel. This is a NFT funnel that we're building. We're building an entire NFT funnel system. It'll be used for MMAC. It'll be used for crypto gods. It will be used for, it'll be used for, right? All the projects coming up there. And we, one of our partners that we're involved with took it to this person and they said, hey, let me help you. Let me get in there. Let me tweak the funnel a little bit. So he's taking it and massaging it. And this is someone who has made an absolute fortune in marketing, branding, publishing. And so it's exciting that they're helping us tweak our message and put that together. And then it'll go through A/B testing and stuff. We've actually brought on, I think I said this on the last call, 2 different marketing partners. One we're doing a project with, and then the other one came to us and said, hey, I want to set up some funnels and get it going. And I'll actually do it at cost. And I want to go along with you guys. I want to be on the ride with you guys because I love what you're doing. I love the potential of building a system where people have a much better chance of success. I'll say that again. What is the Nexus ecosystem? It is a place where people have a much better chance of success than they would in any other place that I know of, in building and growing with projects that have great founders, that have the skills and the ability, a project, a team behind it that knows what they're doing, that kicks butt, a community behind it, and then of course, technological partners that are on the cutting edge of it. And that's going to take us to. So guys, before I get into Muon, any other updates that we need to cover?
I think you pretty much covered it.
Okay. I will say one more thing. If you were in the Vegas event, all of the 5 NFTs, the Christmas NFT, the main NFTs, those will all be delivered in about the next 7 to 14 days, or they'll be available in the next 7 to 14 days. We're just doing all the final stuff on that. So that is moving forward in the right direction. We should have we don't have a date yet for Crypto Gods for the first one to do the reveal yet. We're still tweaking some stuff with the artwork and things like that, the limited, the rarity stuff. But we are very, very close to being able to set that. I do not believe it will be this Saturday. It will probably be the following Saturday. So tentatively, guys, whatever the following Saturday is, so not this Saturday, the following Saturday, I'm 90% sure that we'll be able to get them done by then, and we'll have that reveal party on that Saturday. And then, and by the way, again, next week, make sure you tune in. We're going to have a very special guest. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant in the space that they are in and what they are doing. And it is absolutely, I mean, it's brilliant. Doesn't, okay. We're gonna next Tuesday, make sure 7 o'clock be here, okay? Because you guys are gonna see something. You're going to see, we've been talking about a big project that we've been working on. I mean, you'll have to make your own decision whether you think it'll be as big as we believe it'll be. But TruBadger as a consulting firm, Crypto Gods as a supporting mechanism have been working to bring a project forward that we believe has tremendous potential, and we're gonna show it to you guys next Tuesday. I think some of you guys thought we would never show it to you, but we are going to bring it to you this next Tuesday. So I'm really excited about that. All right, guys, I am going to jump out here and we are going to jump onto Muon's website here. So if you're on Twitter Spaces, we're going to try to explain this as well as we possibly can. Our new partnership, which we are able to announce now, and as I said, we have the token holders, TruBadger and Crypto Gods owns tokens in this space, is Muon. Muon is MUON.net, so Muon.net. Hopefully down the road, we may be able to get them to come on and do an AMA with us. They are jam-packed, working like crazy, guys, on putting their stuff out there. So if you're on the YouTube, you can see right now we are on Muon.net. What is Muon? Muon is a team of people that came together and said, listen, the blockchain is phenomenal. It's this incredible thing. But you have all these other all the different chains out there. I like BSC, or I'm a Bitcoin maximalist, or I'm an Ethereum person, or I'm a Solana. And which chain are you on? Which chain are you on? And right now, the way it works is, and there are some bridge situations out there, and hopefully I don't get too confusing here with it, but there are some situations that use bridges to go from like Ethereum to BSC, or from BSC to Ethereum. Part of the main problem with most of those solutions is that they're a centralized and decentralized application, meaning you're taking a decentralized, let's say Ethereum, decentralized blockchain, and a decentralized blockchain BSC. But when you bridge the two of those, it comes from the Ethereum chain to a centralized solution, then back to the BSC, a decentralized. Muon's initial goal was to make it to where this cross-chain, this going from, I have Binance tokens, let's say, and you have Ethereum tokens, and we want to do business together. We can instantaneously do business. You can send me Ethereum, it will come to me at BNB, or I send you BNB and you get that, as well as assets, NFTs. So MMAC is the first token or NFT that has been launched. This is the partnership that we have with them, guys. Okay, it's the first NFT that has been launched using the technology. You guys will see here, we're making it to where you can take your MMAC, your Crypto Gods, all the other NFTs that we do, and let's say you don't want them to get stolen. You will be able to move those into your Safufied safe, but we know we minted them on Polygon, and Safufied is a BSC safe. So right now, I don't know the timing on it. Let's say a couple of weeks, it'll be finished, where you can take your NFTs that were done on Polygon. You'll be able to just instantaneously switch those on to the BSC chain and then move those into your safe, paying a very small transaction fee in order to do that. That will all be done in a decentralized fashion. And you might say to yourself, well, what does it matter though? These other chains are doing it, but it's decentralized, centralized, decentralized. Anytime you're going from a decentralized application to a centralized application, you just created what? A hack point, a vulnerable point in the data, in the information, in what is available for you to be able to have that safety and security of a blockchain. So if you think about it, if it has to go from Ethereum to the centralized, then back to BSC, there's actually 2 points right there where it's vulnerable, where the information is vulnerable. So you don't have that immutability. You don't have the security and the safety of it. And if you go out and look in the marketplace, most of the hacks that have taken place have been in this area where it was going from a decentralized to centralized, maybe back to a decentralized, or from decentralized to centralized. So it's very important that this gets built, because again, and maybe we've all been in this situation. And if you are and you have a way to respond to this, just respond to it, where you had a cryptocurrency, somebody else had another cryptocurrency or another asset that you wanted to buy. Let's say you wanted to buy an NFT and you couldn't do it, or you couldn't do business. Why? Because of you didn't want to go get a Solana wallet, or they didn't want to get a BSC wallet, whatever it is. So Muon is working on solving those problems, and they're doing them in very unique ways. I have to tell you guys, we have been on the phone with some brilliant technological people. They're on the cutting edge of cryptocurrency, DeFi, blockchain. And when we talk to them about our partnership, and we put them on with the Muon team, they are absolutely, every single time, they are blown away by the team here. And you can come to their website and you can look and see their team, who they are, what they're working on. You can also come down and you can look at their partnerships. And I encourage you guys to come in teams and partners. Our name will be up here soon, guys. But if you look at it, and we're going to get into more detail. So that's the cross-chain stuff that we're talking about there. But they're not only doing it in cross-chain. So they're doing it with cross-chain with tokens, cross-chain with NFTs. But also Muon has pioneered in the play-to-earn space. This is exciting when you start talking about Legends Unchained and you start talking about the game that MMAC is building. Guys, this company, Muon.net, is on the cutting edge of the play-to-earn space. Fear Games is using their technology in there. If you want to go look at what they're doing. NF Trade is using their technology, their partners. We were on with one of the groups we're working with, and when he said, "What, you guys work with NF Trade? They are a phenomenal group. The team is incredible," and they were very excited to see what is going on. But let's look at some of the partnerships that they have. Deuce DeFi Platform, Fear Game Studio, DAO Maker, huge guys, VC Incubator, Game Studio, Corpo, I guess it is, NF Trade, Metrics, Rapture Capital, Fish DAO. Oh, maybe you guys are seeing a trend here, right? Havings Capital, Reblock, and then Crypto Kuda, say JP, right? A lot of different projects. And then you can go down a little further and you can start to see the projects that they've been working on. Now, our projects and the stuff that we're working on here, guys, will be here very, very soon. But I do want you guys to go visit our sites, and I want you guys to go and just look at our site, our team, and then you may see something that is similar in the relationship that we have with Muon. This is a very close relationship, guys. This is not a, distant, far off. We just happen to, a lot of people in this space, I got to tell you, it amazes me. They will put partnerships on, basically they're using somebody's software. They're paying the $50 a month, $100 a month, whatever it is, and they'll put them on as a partner. To me, guys, that's a vendor, right? That's not a partner. A partnership is when you're building things together, in my opinion, doing stuff together. And there's a lot of this partnership stuff. These guys do not do that. The partners they're working with are incredible. So let's go to the business cases. So we've talked about already with Muon. You guys can tell I'm extremely excited about this, okay? And you can go to their site. Maddox, XDAI, BSC, Ethereum, AVAX, Solana is very close to being able to be used in the network. Again, imagine scaling and efficiency, right? Speed up your DApp, lower your gas costs. I'm reading from their site right now. This is what they're doing. So speed and lower gas costs, that is something that is essential. High-speed processing power, supercharged decentralized software. Muon acts as a memory and CPU for blockchains. This is not just a smart contract, guys. They're building protocols. They're building technology that we have access to with this partnership. And we're going to be working on some projects together to build out additional and future technology. High frequency data feeds. Holy mackerel. What the heck is I'll tell you, it's feed large quantities of Oracle verified data from off and on-chain sources into your DApp. extremely, extremely important, guys. You have to be able to think about the whole world being tokenized. Think about all the data going through there. Films, music, financial transactions, health, medical transactions, all piling through this giant thing called the blockchain. What are they going to need? Feed large quantity of Oracle verified data from off and on chain resources. As they're building, I get excited about this because this is not just TruBadger, the smart contract, Catapult, the smart contract, Safufy, the smart contract, Insights, the smart contract, CNP, the smart contract. There's the smart contract, and then there's all the technology that we're wrapping around and building throughout this process. Okay, interface cross-chain, many great blockchain protocols out there, but users shouldn't have to choose. That's the big key right there. It shouldn't be me and you trying to have to match up and me go get a wallet, you go get this, I do this, you do this. Oh my goodness, extra sending. I have to send something to somewhere to send it to somewhere else to send every single time, paying gas fees. Even if they're small gas fees, it begins to add up and eat into the thing. And then of course, secure your infrastructure. Valuable private data needs affordable, high-level security. Hugely important, guys. Security is gigantic in this space. We're utilizing cutting-edge security and technology to protect our projects and move things forward. So you guys can see we're very, very excited about our partnership with Muon, what Muon is doing, the fact that we are early token adopters and holders in this project. We believe this can be a multi-billion-dollar and beyond project that we are involved with that. And we are excited to be able to call them our partners, move forward with them. And again, this is a real partnership, guys, where we're working on projects together. They are going to be building the back-end gaming side, that interaction between our play to earn games and the people that are playing to earn them, and building that technology and making that work. So what I'm going to do right now is I want to open it up for some questions. I don't know how we do questions on Twitter Spaces. I'm sure we can by people putting some questions in there. We do have the YouTube that we can get some questions off of, as well as we can grab some questions from the Zoom here that we're on. I think we've got about 16 people on with the Zoom. So we have some people on Zoom. So if you guys have any questions right now, please, through Twitter Spaces, send them in through the, also on Clubhouse. If you have any questions, start feeding those through. Somebody on there, we have somebody on all of those. We have somebody on Twitter Spaces. We have somebody on YouTube watching, and we have somebody on Clubhouse. They will get those questions to us through the Zoom and this. So any questions, guys, especially on what we're doing with Muon and that stuff. Go ahead, Rhonda.
Okay, so yeah, what Peter said, we're watching you everywhere is what I heard, right? We're watching you. We're watching you everywhere.
Everywhere.
Don't be paranoid. There is a question in our chat for Zoom, and we've got about 20 on Zoom. We've got about 40 on YouTube. We've got about 40 over in
building up, guys. So, building up.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very, very cool. So one of the questions was, can we buy Muon tokens yet?
Muon is not out yet, guys. They will be coming out here soon, and then they'll be on the market, and you'll be able to get those tokens. The old TruBadger tokens, I think you're already set and taken care of, but that's up to you. One of the things I'm on there right now, and it's Path to Decentralization. I'll read this. A global team of 30+ engineers, developers, security experts, and token economists is working on Muon. This is a huge team, extremely well funded, and moving things forward. If you go to their site, you can check out their Medium page and their social media, Discord, Twitter, a lot of great stuff going. They do put out a lot of tweets and a lot of different stuff. And again, in the next couple of weeks, guys, we're working on right now finalizing for them to do the announcement. They said, hey, it's okay for you guys to announce it in the next couple of weeks. They'll be announcing our partnership, and they'll be starting to put our projects on there and all that stuff. So that'll happen over the next couple of weeks from there.
Very cool. Now, here, since we are new to Twitter Spaces, Jan has said people can raise their hand on Twitter Spaces, but you, Mr. Gantner, as the host, would have to like click it and allow them to speak, I believe.
Yeah, we're going to need to then have someone else be the host next time. But I guess you can raise your hand if you'd like to, and I'll see if you raise your hand. I do have it open right now. So if you have a question to ask on Twitter Spaces, just go ahead. And we got a lot of people on here. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at all those people. Oh my goodness. This is
and
great.
one other thing, if you're on Twitter Spaces, very cool little hint here. Everybody that you see in the audience, you can click on any one of those faces or those profiles and instantly like and follow their Twitter page. So if you are on Twitter Spaces, please click on the Nexus ecosystem logo at the top there where Peter is speaking from, and the TruBadger logo where we've got one of our other people listening. Arslan's there listening as Truman. And please like and follow our Twitter pages, if you will. And you can do the same. You can start stalking Deb. Deb is on here. You can follow her. You can follow Aaron. So anybody who's here on the Twitter Spaces, you can easily follow their Twitter page as well. So very, very cool.
Great. We have a great question in YouTube that how do TruBadger holders benefit from Muon? You said if we are holders, we do. Well, first of all, the technology, guys, that's the number one part of it is this incredible technology that's there that we're utilizing and that we're able to have access to all the stuff that they're building. The second way is if you're a TruBadger holder, it's a DAO. The TruBadger token holders own the project. Okay, I want to say that very clearly. If you're a TruBadger token holder, you are an owner in the project. Okay, if I'm going to put it in a very simple way, let's say Amazon owns, and I don't know, I'll make up a number, $10 billion in real estate. They have $10 billion in assets in real estate. What does that do to the value of the company, which then in turn goes to the value of the shareholders? It increases it, right? Because it's an asset, it's a holding. This asset, by us holding tokens, gives us more resources, it gives us more ability, it gives us all kinds of things, maybe to borrow money, to finance things, to raise capital, all of those different types of things that we're able to do. So it's very, guys, TruBadger is building all kinds of different things. We own NFTs, we own tokens, we own all kinds of stuff. Okay. I'm going to say it one more time. Who owns TruBadger? The token holders. This is really simple stuff, guys. Okay. TruBadger builds billions of dollars in assets and TruBadger token holders own it. What does that mean? The answer is right there in front of you, right? It means that, again, we have a bigger opportunity to pursue and more things to do. All right, somebody had requested to speak while I was answering that. If you would like to request again, it popped away. I didn't want to do it because if you started to speak right away. So hopefully that answers the question, guys. Anytime, and people ask me, they go, wow, there's 5 projects. Which one do I get involved with? If I was going to get involved with only one, it would be TruBadger. I would just get it, hold it, get the reflection, let it accumulate, and just keep letting it build. And if I only wanted to deal with one, all right, let's see. I'm going to hit approve here. Let's see what happened. Hey, how you doing? I just hit approve. I don't know if you can. If you want to try to speak, you can. I hit approve on the Twitter Spaces.
There we go. I just hit it to let you see how it works, Peter. That's all.
Oh, I appreciate that, buddy. So yeah, so you'll start speaking. Well, thank you for doing that. So if anybody else would like to ask a question that is on Twitter Spaces, please do. And I can go ahead and promote you, and you can come on and ask the question yourself. That's awesome. So very good.
You're like the tech dude today.
I'm like the tech whiz. I've been hanging around with Muon, and they're making me smarter, right? They're making me, you know, ready to go, right? Ready to put this thing together, guys. Anyway, this is a giant partnership, guys. It is huge in the making of it. Muon is a younger project, but I could see this being a global juggernaut of a project, literally being in the billions and billions, tens of billions of dollars, because what they're doing is helping provide an infrastructure for thousands, tens of thousands of projects, eventually bringing the entire chain, making it easier for people to use, more affordable, faster. So it is an incredible partnership. We had mentioned before we're working with them and doing stuff, but it is official now, and we could announce it. And again, they'll be announcing it here in the next couple of weeks. Let's see, we got one more question here.
Well, I have a question that's so, and by holding TruBadger, that very cool thing that you just told us about Muon Network, just want to make sure I understand. By holding all those TruBadgers, I got bags full of TruBadger that I've held on to since day one with all of my life. That means I'm basically in Muon, right?
Sure, because TruBadger is,
cool.
right? It's literally there's no difference. It's you. Yeah. TruBadger is anything TruBadger holds. The TruBadger token holders. It belongs to them, right? It's
we can sleep better at night.
It's that side of it. And we're going to continue to do that. We're going to continue to build, and we're going to continue to grow what TruBadger stands for and build real value behind it. I know, guys, there's a lot of pump and dump stuff. Look, if you're in this space, friends are going to hit you up and they're going to say, what about this token? And what about that token? And they're going to tell you about the token they got in and they made 40x and 50x and 60x right out of the gate. Those are there and they do exist from time to time. Most tips that people give you will lose. And I actually have some friends that have given me some pretty good ones, but they've also given me probably more bad ones than good ones, right? So it's across the board on that side of it. I don't know, guys. I want to build something real. I don't want this to go in 2 or 3 years and look back and say, well, I had 4 or 5 or 6 good hits, but then I gave it all back because I got into, 20 or 30 other projects that ended up being just basically, not what I thought they were going to be, not what they were led up to be. So that's the reason why we built the Nexus ecosystem. We built it to give people the absolute best chance to win long run, right? In the long run, because that's ultimately what matters. There's plenty of tokens, guys, that have gone into the billions of dollars that today are worth next to nothing. And if they do have a market cap, you can't sell them. It's the landscape is littered with $100 million tokens, $10 million tokens that right now are not even close to that amount of it, right? I know people that have gotten in tokens that were, $100 million market caps. A matter of fact, some of them got in. They watched their wallets go to $200,000-$300,000. One of them I'm very close to called me, oh my God, I got $200,000. 3 days later, it was worth less than $1,000. Okay. So, you guys have seen the commercial. I know you guys have seen this commercial. It's the tax commercial for, I believe, I can't remember which tax one it's for, but the guy is like, I'm rich. I'm not rich. I'm rich. I'm not rich. Right. And it's a commercial for taxes for doing crypto stuff. Right. That is not that far from the truth. Oh, we got another request in Twitter Spaces. Approve. Cool guy. How you doing, cool guy? And this is cool. I like
Peter, can you stop sharing your screen?
Yes, of course I can.
Because it's always more fun to watch Peter's face when he's telling these stories.
All right, we got it. Cool guy, can you hear me? Cool guy had a question. I did promote cool guy. I think you just need to unmute yourself, cool guy. If you look, there should be a microphone down in the corner. You may have, oh, you have yourself muted right now, cool guy.
There we go.
There you go.
I was driving, so I didn't see this. My question is very simple. So, if we're staking it all right now, do we have to unstake and then put it into the safe and then be able to restake it, or can we do it somehow by leaving it staked right now?
No, you can either leave it staked right now, or you will have to unstake it and then move it into the safe and then move it. Now, the thing is, if you've done it for more than 7 days, they're going to be available right away. You're going to pay the unstaked transfer fee, and then back to the safe, that fee, and then boom, then you're set and ready to go, because then you'll use the app to do it. So you'll just pay a couple of gas fees there, but you can get it into the safe and get that staked.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. And by the way, guys, the percentage, the return, whether you're through the safe or you're through the other way, the normal way, they're both the same. The staking is the same on that side. The rate, the percentage is of what you're gaining from it. So you're good to go whichever way you want to do it. If you want to leave it the way it is right now, you can. If you want to move it back to, if you want to unstake it, move it to your safe, and then go back in and restake it. You can do that through the safe and put that together. We're really looking forward to when the DAO is ready. Hopefully we can go add, several hundred other tokens that are saying that, that want to use the safes to protect their token holders' assets. I don't see it as like us building the safe as something that was like, oh, let's build a safe. This is great for, we really built it because we wanted the token holders who we had, TruBadger, Insights, SAFUFI token itself. We wanted you to be able to safely hold those tokens and be protected from the bad people that are out there, right? That kind of stuff that's going on. And so it was very important to us that there be a secure mechanism on the Binance Smart Chain, soon to be other chains, which we're going to start moving towards here in the very near future, where other chains can be added. But we believe it's a service that's needed and it's out there. We just have to finish the DAO part of it, and then we're going to begin to approach hundreds of projects out there. Again, there will be it's decentralized, but there'll be a vetting process in place to make sure that they meet minimum criteria. So we're bringing good projects. We don't want to bring any scam projects into the wallets on SAFUFI. We want it to be solid projects that if you do go look and say, hey, that looks like a good project, you get into it through SAFUFI, there's a high likelihood that it is going to be a project that has a chance to survive and move forward from there. So if we do not have any more questions, guys, we're going to thank you for joining us on today's AMA. We are excited to do the reveal of the crypto gods, not this coming Saturday, but more than likely the following Saturday. We're excited about Legends Unchained. Oh my goodness, start sharing that social media, guys. Bunch of stuff going there. I'm really excited that we're going to have a play to earn game out by the end of May, right? So we're sitting here a couple days from April to know that we'll actually have a play to earn game where people can earn by playing. And then of course the next version, by the way, I don't know if you guys know, so they built the first part of this. They're already working on the second phase of this, right? They're already starting to put those elements together and get that stuff going. So that's not going to be too long behind it, about September. That's when the competitive nature comes in. The real video game players will want to get involved with it and be a part of it. I love how it's freaking cool. Okay. I got to tell you guys, okay. I thank that team so much because we're getting ready to come with NFTs, right? And these NFTs are going to have a chance to earn in the game. The problem is I'm like, where am I going to have to spend time to learn to play this freaking game, right? Rhonda's got me working 14 hours a day. Dawn's got me working another 14. Sharona's got me working 6. It's like 34 hours a day, right?
About right.
Yeah, it's like they're literally just 7 days a week. Saturday, Sunday, we were on working, building, creating, putting things together, okay? How am I going to learn how to play a game? I wasn't going to be able to. This concept, this idea of the auto runs and making it to where, at least in this first phase, that we can all be competitive in there and that we can all go have an opportunity to earn within the game, to me, was brilliant. I know we were getting a lot of questions about, that it, kind of assuming that it might be better if it was a skill-based, but the skill-based is coming. That'll be there too. I like the fact that I own the NFTs. I can still, and then if I want to do the run myself and get the play value out of it, there is still play value in the run. It's just there's also an alternative and an opportunity for you to put it on that auto run. I think it's brilliant. I just absolutely love it. Oh, look, Rhonda has on her background there, proud partner of Muon.
Yeah.
That's pretty freaking cool. All right. Well, I just thought I'd point that out there. All right, guys, next Tuesday, huge. Invite your friends, get everybody you know on it. Anybody who's a TruBadger holder, any of our token holders, anybody who might have held them before, whatever it is, get them on next week's call, because you're going to see that when we said we were working on a huge project, it is huge. It has gigantic potential, brilliant people that we're working with, just like the Muon team. Hopefully you guys now have a better understanding of what Muon is, why we've been so excited about Muon, what they're building in the background. Okay. Because who knows, maybe because of our relationship with Muon, sometime in the near future or down the road, there may be a Nexus ecosystem token, coin, a blockchain, our own blockchain, because that's another thing that Muon is working on, is building a secondary layer where we would be able to then take our liquidity that we have on all these other exchanges and move them onto our own chain, where the benefactors are of the fees, right? So these transaction fees, this thing that Binance is making gazillions of dollars in, and miners are making gazillions of dollars in Ethereum, and these other chains are just, piling it up. Wouldn't that be exciting? Brenda put it in there. Oh my, that would be so exciting. All we got to do, guys, is grow. All we need to do is go out and share with the world what we're doing in the Nexus ecosystem, the partnerships that we're putting together, the technological advancements that we're pioneering and working with. What we are doing is we're building what is real. We're building something that is around. I just saw an article 2 days ago that said 95% of all tokens today will not exist in 3 to 5 years. 95% will not exist in 3 to 5 years. There's people right now going, man, I got a whole bag full of cash. I got a whole bag full of cash. Boom, it's going to go away completely. Because again, what are their projects? Creative idea with a smart contract. They're not rooted in technology. They're not rooted in generating revenues. They are not building long-term businesses. There's one thing I know for sure. In 5 years, Nexus ecosystem will still be here. TruBadger will still be here. Our project will continue to exist because we're building them on sound business principles. Rhonda was kind of joking a little bit in the beginning about us having a billboard in Times Square. We don't have a billboard in Times Square because we're not going to throw away $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 for a couple of minute billboard there. We're going to take that money and we're going to invest in people, our onboarding system. We're going to invest in building long-term, technologically advanced, killer dApps, killer functions, killer business models, killer NFT brands, technology that will blow people away and that will be the leaders in the space of cryptocurrency, blockchain. Look, watch. If you don't believe what I say, just watch what we do. You can just hang around and watch it over the next few years, guys. We're building real here, real business, real opportunity. Thank you for joining us. Go share it with friends, family. Let's build this into a tremendous opportunity for many. All right, guys, we're going to go off for Twitter Spaces right now. Thanks for joining us on Twitter Spaces. Thanks for joining us on Clubhouse. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Thanks for joining us on the Zoom room. We're going to continue to launch this out to even more different other opportunities out there, guys. This was fun. We'll see you on the next AMA next week. We'll be at next week, 7 o'clock. Be there. Oh, my goodness. That's all I can say.